Hi, this is just a brief video to explain how my eating disorder currently affects the way I live. So, um, I pretty much live on my own, solitary, don't really see people. So, I probably socialize once a month, like actually in person with friends, and the rest of the time I just spend by myself. Um, I've kind of been in denial that that's actually a problem. Like, I've just decided that's who I am. I'm just the kind of person that likes my own company. But that's absolute crap, really. It's just a way of living that I've constructed because it's the only way I can cope with my eating disorder. Um, I find social contact really stressful. I find it incredibly stressful to be in other people's food environments or to be in any environment where I can't completely control the food that I'm exposed to by locking it away because I just don't trust myself. I'm scared of what I'll do. And whenever I expose myself to other people's food environments by, if I could say I go and have a social weekend staying with friends, I usually get about 36 hours in before I am literally climbing the walls, feeling completely crazy and desperate to go home. So, hence why I don't see people. And I haven't had a relationship for almost 3 years. I haven't had sex for over 2 years. And I literally cannot comprehend. Well, no, 3 weeks ago, I could not comprehend the idea of being in a relationship. And I guess the cliche reality is that I am in a relationship with my eating disorder and there isn't room for another person. And I would have to explain what's going on to them, or I'd have to hide it, and I wouldn't be able to normalize it, and it's just not compatible. But since I started this process, that has started to change, so we'll see. Yeah, so those are the big bits, and then there's just this overarching kind of presence of the giant eating disorder elephant that is like this big inside the room that is my life or my head. And I will spend hours every day managing food, whether it's creating spreadsheets to control what I'm eating, to plan what I'm going to eat, to try and regain some kind of control, to embed good food habits, which is all I'm missing, and then I'd be fine. Yeah. And I can kill hours doing that. I waste huge amounts of time and huge amounts of money buying food that I don't actually consume. I chew and spit out again, or I make myself sick after eating. And just all of the processes and the stress and the distraction chews up hours of every day. And as a result of the time and just the stress and the constant kind of anxiety and presence of the whole thing, I basically find it really difficult to cope with life. Just normal things become really, really hard to manage. And I end up seeing things like text messages from friends as just another item on a to-do list that I can't cope with. So even if a to-do list for a day has 4 items on it, I'll feel overwhelmed. Yeah, and with all of that going on, I have somehow managed to rationalize and normalize all of the behaviors as though they don't even happen, and as though most of them are totally normal, and as though I don't have a problem. And it is kind of beyond me in hindsight how I've managed to do that for so long, but there it is. It's just, yeah, I guess part of the whole problem is the normalizing. And wrapped up in all of that, I also have what I'm increasingly understanding to be quite a lot of OCD behaviors, not just around food. I can see them in other parts of my life, but a lot of them are related to food, and I think they probably play quite a big role in all of that as well. But just like everything else, I've kind of gone, yeah, I've probably got some kind of OCD, but not like proper OCD, mini OCD, like everyone has. Yeah, now that I've got some professional help, I've had it kindly and kind of funnily pointed out that, yeah, they're probably real. Anyway, so yeah, that's how everything that I have going on affects my life at the moment. But hopefully it won't continue like that for much longer.